Hello everyone, what's going on, and welcome back to another edition of Flick News, the show here on Flick Direct. We give you guys the latest that happened in entertainment news throughout the week, and then I give you all my personal take on the matter at hand. I'm your host, Austin Putnam, and guys, really quick before I continue on, I would like to apologize that there was no show last week. Last week was a very, very tiring week, unfortunately, and once Flick News was supposed to come out, I was unfortunately just dead exhausted, not only mentally, but physically exhausted. I do apologize to you all, like from the bottom of my heart, but I assure you guys, we are back on schedule for every single Sunday, well, technically Monday morning, but nonetheless to you guys, we are back on schedule. For this week's show, we're going to be talking about something that's been going on because of it. More things have been lost, unfortunately, and things are not seem to be getting better for this industry. Another thing being, you guessed it, a movie delay, and the third being the runtime, or supposedly the runtime, for an up-and-coming horror film. It is time to jump into our first news story this week, and as y'all can imagine, it is the current strike going on, the WGA strike and the SAG-AFTRA strike, which this has been going on now for like, what? Oh my god, I mean, it just feels like it has been going on forever, and as far as I'm aware, it's almost been going on for almost half the year now, guys, believe it or not. Last time I checked, I think it's day like 120, something like that. First, the Writers Guild of America strike, the SAG-AFTRA strike happened not too long afterwards. I think I should mention is that apparently voice actors in video games are looking to strike as well. So, guys, I'm not even kidding when I say this, like, the entire entertainment industry could be shut down for a very, very long time if people, don't get paid right. Because of the ongoing strike, get this, guys, over 17,000 jobs have been lost. I'm going to repeat myself here, guys. 17,000 jobs have been lost due to the ongoing strike. Because guess what, guys? Studios and producers and studio heads will not pay their writers and their actors a fair wage. It irritates me the fact that studio heads have had the gall to say, we don't get why people want to get paid more money. I could go on and on about this entire thing because it is absolutely not right. The fact that writers they literally have to go by paycheck to paycheck, and the fact that they're having to do side jobs to keep the lights on, and the thing with actors and AI, I mean, guys, this whole thing is just absolutely terrifying. And given that studio heads are trying to hold their ground, studio heads, the longer you keep this up, the worse it's going to get for the movie theater industry. Please, studio heads, please, studios, pay your writers and pay your actors equally and fairly, please. Going on to the next news story this week, this is a huge bummer because I was so excited to see this movie this year, but as y'all can imagine, guys, due to the strike, a big movie has been delayed until next year, and that movie is Dune. So as y'all remember, Dune was supposed to come out in literally 2 months, a little over 2 months. It was supposed to come out originally in November. Dune has been delayed until March 2024 due to the strikes going on right now. And again, it makes me say, people out there, studio heads, please pay your freaking writers and pay your freaking actors more. Not every actor is a Dwayne Johnson. Not every actor is a Tom Cruise. As a person who absolutely loves that first film, I am so excited to see what Denis Villeneuve has in store for part 2, given what he's been saying about it. This just absolutely sucks because I've been looking forward to doing part 2 so much. And you know what? I'm all for this thing. And if they want to delay, keep delaying until you guys get paid more. Serious. I wish that people would get paid. But you know what? Hey, to everybody involved, I hope you get paid more so that way Dune Part 2 can happen as soon as possible. Seriously, I'm hoping it does. One of the newest video game adaptations coming out soon is Five Nights at Freddy's. It's coming in, I believe, mid to late October. It's coming to the theaters and Peacock at the exact same time. But apparently, guys, get this. The runtime has been supposedly revealed. Now, this is not, I don't think it's completely true, so please take this with a grain of salt because I will actually be surprised if this is really true. But guys, get this. The runtime for Five Nights at Freddy's is supposedly 3 hours long. Just to give you all some perspective, the first game can maybe take, if you're really good at it by the way, about an hour long. All this game is a person sitting down in a chair in a security room watching cameras. That's all this game is. 3 hours long? What are they going to do for 3 hours long if it's really that long? I'm pretty sure that's not the case. But with that supposed 3 hour runtime, I was thinking, what in the heck are they even going to do with this thing for 3 hours long? Now, again, just to clarify, this is just a rumor. I don't think this is actually true, but if it's just 3 hours, what are they going to pack in there for 3 hours? I'm just curious, but seriously, 3 hours? Short update, but I had to mention it nonetheless. And that is going to wrap things up for this week's show. Please comment on us about starting off how y'all feel about the strike causing 17,000 jobs being lost. Do you think it's going to get any worse from here, or do you think the negotiations for fair pay will actually happen very soon? When it comes to Dune Part 2, do you understand why it's being delayed, or do you think it's going to get delayed even more so due to the strikes? And also, do you really think that the Five Nights at Freddy's movie is going to actually be 3 hours longer? Do you think that it will actually be short, like around the hour, I'd say around hour and a half mark, or do you really think it's going to be 3 hours? Let us know below. I hope you enjoyed this week's show. If so, please hit that like button, also share, and don't forget the subscribe button and the notification bell for our latest new show goes live. If you guys want to see for previous 2 new shows, please click it right there or right there. And then, of course, until next new show goes live, we'll see you guys next week. Have a wonderful week, everyone. Hit like, smash subscribe, and get notified for whenever reviews, interviews, and news go live.